Nope. Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and all memes aside, we are going to have a look at the Kid Pan, that is the World Tournament reward, and go over what she does, and yeah, give you guys a little bit of an insight as to that intro, and why she is definitely not worth your time if you weren't already planning to go ham in the World Tournament anyway. So by the time this video is scheduled to go up, I think the World Tournament starts in about 6 hours. I'm probably not going to go too hard on it this time, as much as I would like to get the top 1,000 orbs rewards. Obviously a lot of people are going to be in the same boat, where the fact that it's on during the week, which is just crazy to me, is going to put a lot of people in a position where they're not going to be able to grind super hard. So I'm going to see what I can do. I'll get some streams going in the evening for you guys, because I know we always enjoy doing the World Tournament together. Makes it a lot less tedious. But let us go over anticipated superpower Pan Kid. So her leader skill, Super AGL, Key +2, HP attack and defense 70%. I mean, it's not the worst. Like, obviously the Barbershop Saiyaman has a better leader skill than this, so at this point it's always bad when these units have worse leader skills than free-to-play cards that are already in the game, but there you go. Her super attack is the Maiden Smash. It does supreme damage to the enemy and seals super attack, so I mean, at least there's that. It's another sealer for Battlefield for the Saiyaman, I guess, best case scenario. So her passive skill, the most tenacious in the house. Some of these translations are so weird, but okay, so this is the crux of why she is bad. So attack plus 80% as standard at the start of the turn. That's not bad, could be much worse. Then she has a medium chance, listed as 25%, to evade the enemy's attacks, including super attacks. So she has a 25% chance to dodge. That in itself is not bad at all. It's like having level 25 dodge, which of course is impossible naturally. So that's not too bad. She performs a critical hit as the attacker, first attacker in the turn. So again, as long as she's in the front slot, when she attacks, she will get a guaranteed crit. Now, if her passive stopped there, this video would be completely different, because the answer would probably be quite a big yes. Whilst not being top tier, if her passive stopped there, she'd actually be a really good free-to-play card. But unfortunately, the next part is attack minus 80% within the same turn after receiving attack. So the reason why this is very bad is she is a card that is designed to be the first attacker in the turn, to get that guaranteed crit. Now, I guess you don't have to get that. You know, it's not like you need to crit all the time, but it's definitely something nice that they put in. But it means if you put her in the first slot in order to get this crit, and then there's multiple attacks in that first slot, things like Super Battle Road, an Easy A, something like that. If she doesn't dodge, because bear in mind she only has a 25% chance to dodge, if she doesn't dodge, she then gets minus 80% attack. So yes, she gets a guaranteed crit, but she's just nerfed her own attack into the ground, because the problem is this passive is applied at the start of the turn, right? So let's say you've got her rainbowed, so she's got 11,000 attack. So at the start of the turn, she gets 80%. I'm not even going to bother doing the maths, but let's just say it's not quite 100%. So let's say that puts her up to 20k. Then she gets hit. She loses 80% of her attack. That's going to put her attack down so low, like it's just going to be crazy. Like her attack is going to be nothing. So the fact that she gets a guaranteed crit, it's just not really going to help you. Like 20k attack. 10% of her attack would be what, 2k, so then she loses 80%, that's like 16k, so her attack would drop to 4k at rainbow if she gets hit. Like, so that's really, really bad. Like, if this wasn't in there, or if this was like a different sort of gets a crit under a different circumstance, then maybe it would be a lot better. But yeah, this absolutely kills it. Like, you could not use her in the first slot, and then she at least, what, she gets the 80% attack, she has a 25% chance to dodge, and that's it. Which is not terrible, because obviously if she's in the second or third slot, once she performs her attack, if she then gets hit, it doesn't matter that she's going to lose 80% attack, because she's already attacked. So it's kind of a juggle of, if you want this guaranteed crit, you're going to have to risk losing all your attacks. So she's only really useful in a turn where you can put her in the first slot and she isn't going to get hit. Now, in those circumstances, she'd actually be pretty decent. But again, she's not amazing, because if we go into her links here, so she's got All in the Family, which is a decent defensive link that the Goku family units seem to share. Infighter is okay. There are a few decent units that do have it. Saiyan lineage is obviously pretty common. Battlefield Diva is like the typical female character, like Peppy Gals kind of link, but she's not in the Peppy Gals category because all the Pans are too young to be in that category. Then she has Supreme Power, which is bizarre. It's like a Boo. I know it's like a common Boo Saga link, which she technically is from the end of the Boo Saga. I mean, I would have considered those End of Z episodes that are after like a 5-year time skip. I wouldn't really consider them part of the Boo Saga, but I guess they're not going to give the last 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Z like their own arc name, are they? So yeah, she is included in the Majin Buu Saga. And then she has World Tournament Reborn, which is a really uncommon link. Let's see who even has that. So in Hercule, who's pretty good, LR, Goten and Trunks before they awaken, so you're probably not going to have them. The physical Mighty Mask is okay, I guess, from a previous World Tournament. And then the 7 days login Hercule, who's really bad. So yeah, she doesn't have the best links. And then she's in World Tournament, Hybrid Saiyans, Majin Buu Saga, Goku Family and Youth. So she's in a lot of decent categories, but the card itself is just really not that good. And then the other tab that I brought up here is another detriment to her card is the fact that Kid Pan, there is only her and then the random R that you can pull from summons. Which means even if you used a few training items or whatever to get her up to an SR, she'd only have a 5% chance of raising the super attack. So basically she doesn't have a farmable super attack. Which means even if you were, for some reason, wanting to rainbow her and add her to your team or whatever, you would need to pull enough copies to not only open her paths, but then you're either going to have to get enough extra copies to level up her super attack or use Kai's on her, which obviously with the 4-year right around the corner, with LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku being an AGL, loads of really strong AGL units on both banners, and then even after that the LR Super Baby that's coming out is also AGL. You're just not really going to want to waste AGL Kai's on her, or even just general rank like Elder Kai's. But yeah, unfortunately, not a great card at all. Definitely not worth the grind. Like if you're one of those people who you were uncertain on whether to go, how hard to go on this World Tournament, and you know there's been ones in the past where we had like the STR Great Saiyan Man with the Super Saiyan and then the physical Bojack, the Tech Cell from I think the World Tournament before that. Those were cards that were absolutely worth grinding for. Like even if you could at best get 5 copies just so you could open up their pass, which I believe is top 1000. Now those are cards that were definitely worth it, but unfortunately this Kid Pan, I would have to say, as you guys saw in the intro, definitely not worth the grind just to get the copies of her. So bit sad really, but I mean, you know, we've got a much better Pan right around the corner with the B Pan event due to start in less than a week's time. And we'll be able to get the LRB Pan during the 4-year anniversary. So a little bit of a shame, but no, this card is absolutely not worth the grind. So don't bother like going crazy on the World Tournament just to try and get copies of her. She's going to be one of those cards that even when she eventually gets added to the World Tournament tickets banner, you'd be disappointed if you pulled her with your tickets. So yeah, do not go crazy for her whatsoever. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it's very unlikely that any of you would disagree with me, but let me know down below. I didn't bother to calculate her exact thing, so you'll have to forgive my terrible maths when trying to explain just how bad her attack stat would be after she gets hit. But as you can see, even from my poor attempts to explain it, her attack stat is going to be next to nothing once she takes an attack. So let me know what you guys think down below. That is going to be it for the video. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow my Twitch channel or join my Discord. The links are in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.